The Road Further Taken, a tale of choices and reflections. In the quaint village of Maplewood, nestled between rolling hills and whispering woods, lived an elderly man named Thomas. He was known throughout the village as a storyteller, a man whose life was a tapestry of rich experiences and profound wisdom. Every evening, children and adults alike would gather around his cozy cottage, eager to hear his tales. One crisp autumn evening, as the golden leaves danced in the breeze and the sun dipped below the horizon, Thomas decided to share a story that had been close to his heart for many years, a story about choices and their lasting impact. Many years ago, Thomas began, his voice steady and warm. I stood at a crossroads, much like the ones in the stories of Robert Frost. I was a young man then, full of dreams and ambitions, but also uncertainty. Two paths lay before me, each promising a different future. The villagers listened intently, their imaginations painting vivid pictures of Thomas as a young man, standing at the edge of a dense forest with two diverging paths. I chose a path that seemed less traveled, one that beckoned with mystery and adventure, Thomas continued. It led me through untamed wilderness, over rugged mountains, and across vast plains. Along the way, I encountered many challenges and hardships, but also moments of unparalleled beauty and joy. Thomas paused, his eyes reflecting the memories of a life well lived. There were times when I wondered about the other path, the one I did not take. Would it have been easier? Would I have found success and happiness sooner? These questions haunted me in my quieter moments, but I knew deep down that pondering them endlessly was futile. As Thomas spoke, he saw the curiosity and wonder in the eyes of his audience. He knew that his story resonated with their own experiences and choices. One day, he continued, I met a wise old man at a secluded mountain temple. He was a hermit, living in solitude, and he had traveled many paths in his lifetime. I shared my doubts with him, and he simply smiled and said, Regret is not your friend. Embrace the path you have chosen and make it your own. Thomas's voice grew softer, yet more powerful. From that day forward, I decided to live without regret. I poured my heart into every step I took, every person I met, and every challenge I faced. I realized that it wasn't the path itself that mattered, but how I walked it. The villagers were silent, absorbing the depth of Thomas's words. They understood that life was full of choices, and that each choice shaped their journey in unique ways. In the end, Thomas concluded, it's not about the road not taken or the one we choose. It's about the journey, the experiences, and the growth we achieve along the way. Each path has its own beauty and its own trials. What matters is that we walk it with courage, love, and an open heart. As the night grew darker and the first stars began to twinkle in the sky, the villagers thanked Thomas for his story and made their way back to their homes, carrying with them the wisdom he had shared. Thomas sat by his window, gazing at the moonlit landscape. He knew that his journey was far from over, that new paths and choices awaited him. With a contented sigh, he embraced the uncertainty of the future, ready to face it with the same courage and wisdom that had guided him through his life's many adventures. And so, in the village of Maplewood, the story of Thomas and his journey became a cherished tale, reminding everyone that life's true beauty lies not in the paths we choose, but in how we walk them. Title: The Road Further Taken, Thomas's Journey of Choices.